All right, hey everybody. So I've got about 15 hours until I leave for Carlisle. I plan on leaving at about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, and I still got a lot to do. So let me walk you through it. Where we left off on the last episode, I just painted this piece and then I had to go. So let's take everything off, see how it all looks, and move on to the next thing if all looks good. Okay, yeah, I can wet sand and buff that into submission. That's gonna be good. Down there, it's gonna be good too. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so I got the T-top and the plastic, all of that off. And what I'm gonna start off with is the T-top accompanying trim. That is all of the trim that goes along the front, the rear, the sides of the windows, everything that allows me to put window seals on. Now, it's gonna be a rainy weekend at Carlisle, so I need to make sure I got seals on. I wanted this to be a live video that I did at Carlisle, but, you know, I'm gonna need to make sure I get everything there in dry condition, and that's not gonna help if I don't have seals on. So I'm gonna start off with these two side pieces. So one goes right here, just like that. And same thing to go on the other side. Now, looking at the back, you're gonna need to use foam tape. I ripped off the old tape here. I'm gonna clean it up just a little bit, replace it with some 3M foam tape, and then adhere it there. It's not for sealing, it's just to create a little bit of separation between two metals. So let's get that on. I'll get my screws out and I can get everything bolted to the car. All right, so I have two pieces of metal trim in, the long bar that goes across, and then this one that comes down. And now I can put this piece right on top. And after I screw that in with the three screws here, it'll be secured against here, and then I can run my weather stripping seal. I'll just have to replicate it all on the other side, and then we'll be able to have glass seals come all the way in. Before I get those interior pieces in, I want to show you this. This is the mechanism that the T-top lock slides into. It goes right here, kind of like this, but on the other side. And remember, I had a lot of rust on my A-pillar section. So this is how it came off. And I couldn't reuse these screws clearly. So I went on Amazon and I got these. Same thread pitch, same screw head. So it's gonna sit real flush, real nice. I'll leave a link in the description in case you want some. They're Eastlow brand, and they only come in packages of 25. So that just means I got more turbo Buicks to fix. So what I'm working on now is the center section of the T-top metal. I call it the spine, and it has old original seals and crusty adhesive that needs to get removed so we can paint and install the new stuff. I'll cover all of this in more depth in a dedicated future episode. There's just rust and pinholes in it, and it's important to capture the refurbishment of this metal as well as the seal installation. More to come soon. So if you take a look at the seal, you'll see two edges, one right here and then the other one right there. And just like window seals, they tuck into channels. So they'll tuck into this channel underneath here and underneath here. At this point, I'm doing everything I can to finish up, but I'm still recording the video because I know it's gonna be a valuable how-to for everybody. And I know that Friday at Carlisle is probably not gonna happen. So if we could get on the road late in the day Friday, that would be great. But at this point, I just need to make sure that the seals go on and I can still capture everything. So I'm working at a deficit. I've been working all night, and the end is kind of in sight. All right, it is Friday at 4 p.m. I'm not going to make it to Carlisle, but the interior is done. The only three pieces I need, the T-top spine that goes along here and the two covers that come here. They're drying right now. I'm trying to get them to dry as quick as possible so I can get those in. If it was a sunny day, I would just tow it with the T-tops down, but I can't take that risk with it raining and all, so gotta get the T-top secure beforehand. I'm about to install this glass right now, so that can dry while it's on the trailer as well. But let me slap some urethane on it, get those windows in, roll this up, and we'll get it loaded. We gotta get out of here. Woo, check it out. It's looking great. Got my quarter glass in on both sides. And with tint, this thing's a whole different animal. I look like I'm ready to tear up the streets, but there's only 3 pieces need left to go in, and that is the spine for the T-tops and the finished panels for the front. Now remember, I was rushing to get these painted and get them installed, and I had the door open while I was painting just to get it dry, and it ended up splashing and getting water on the metal, so it ruined the paint job. But at that point, I just had to rock with it, so I installed it, and I'll probably take it back off and fix it at a later point or spray it on the car, but we don't have time to waste, so I just bolted everything up, got the seals pushed in, and got the car loaded up. Hey, that's it. The T-top seals are installed. All of the metal has been refurbished. Everything looks great. And now I can put my T-top on and we can get out of here. If the car hits the show field by 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, it will get judged. And to be honest, there are going to be some awesome examples over there, so I don't expect to win anything. But I know that the best of the best are going to be there, and I got to show out. I got to show something that I'm proud of, and I am definitely proud of this. You all have seen its transformation. Coming from a 3800 Facebook Marketplace find, how fitting given the engine, 3800, get it? And now we're finally at the point where we can put it against, show cars. So thanks for watching. The next time you see me, we will be on our way to Carlisle. By the time I edit this video, it will probably be after the fact, unfortunately, because I've still got 3 videos to edit showing its continued transformation to this point. And I don't know when I'm going to have time to edit it because we got a jet. But anyway, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. I'll see you at GM Carlisle.